Hey guys, what's up? So I'm thinking this is like the last tutorial of the semester, and I'm so happy because I hate doing these, and I hate doing these just as much as you hate listening to these. So yeah, we're on the same page here. But for your street photography, a lot of you will want to turn them into black and white, and good street photography is really nice punchy blacks, deep blacks, and a really good like crisp whites that look really white. So there's usually generally a lot of contrast to street photography. It's not that, it's not that uncontrasty, which I'm not sure if that's even a word. But a lot of you, I saw some of the work from my lab, and a lot of the blacks and whites were really sort of muddy, and they looked a little bit mid-gray. And so I'm going to show you a couple of techniques of changing your color images to black and white if you already have them. And then if you already have it in black and white, you can do some things to it also. But I'm going to open this. Oops. Hold on a second. I need to open this again because that was not right. Okay, so I've opened this in the raw dialog box. You can see this is Ty Callias. He is a professional VMX writer, and he is ripped and cool. And so I lit him and shot this into the shot for him because he wanted to look ripped and cool, and that's it. And he looks ripped and cool. So on the fourth tab over, you'll see this is where we normally adjust our stuff, and we'll add some contrast here when we make it a black and white in a minute. But if you go 1, 2, 3, 4 over, you'll see it says HSL grayscale. So if I click this and then go convert to grayscale, this is Photoshop's way of giving you a ton of control of your black and white image. So it converts it to grayscale, but it also gives you these sliders here with all these colors, which are really awesome because they affect every color in the image. So you have immense control over all these tones that start out as color and then turn into, well, blacks, whites, and grays. So if I unclick this, you'll see that Ty's skin is really yellow and has, like human skin, it has reds and yellows in it. So if we convert this to grayscale and we slide and play with the yellows, you'll see I can make the yellows really bright. Look at his skin. See how bright and contrasty it is? And now if I turn the skin down and the background down too, you'll see it gets really muddy, right? So you'll see that when it gets to this point, see how it starts to sort of fall apart and the file looks sort of crappy and sort of it just looks like it's breaking apart a little bit because I think we're exceeding the bounds of what we can do with this file. It is a JPEG after all. So I'm going to leave it and make this really crisp and clean and make these highlights really bright. And I think there's blues in the background. So let's play with the blues a little bit and see if we can get some blues to work. That's where the blues show up. The band of his pants, his underwear down here that's sliding off. And then we have reds in the background, looks like, and the reds in his chest and his face. You can bring those up. Now see, I brought the reds up on his face, reds down, and reds up, right? So that gives you this tons of control of your black and white. And mine is very contrasty, which is what I like in black and whites. I come back here to the normal stuff, our normal exposure and stuff, and I can add contrast here too if I want and make it even more contrasty. You see? And then we can open this up in RAW and do, or Photoshop, and do some of our other adjustments to it if you like. And here's clarity, which is mid-tone contrast, but it gives it this really crisp, cool look. Okay. So let's bring this into Photoshop. Let's make it not black and white because I'm going to show you another way to do it. So we're going to bring this into Photoshop, and there's another way to make this black and white, and another way to adjust your black and white file. So a cheap, easy, quick way to do it that has less ability to adjust is just go to here to go to Image and Mode and Grayscale. Okay, and you just click discard. There's your black and white. And now what I normally do is I bring levels up and adjust the levels. So when you bring levels up, it's Command L, or you can go to Image, Adjustments, and Levels, but it's Command L or Control L on a PC. So Command L, the levels adjustments comes up, and you'll see this is my histogram, right? Darks and shadows are over here, mid grays are right here, and whites are right here. So if I want to make the blacks punchier and black, I bring this way, and you'll see the blacks get blacker. If I want to make the whites more bright, I bring the whites this way. Okay, and here's your mid-tone grays that you can open up or close down and make them darker also. Okay, and that's what a levels adjustment you can do on your file as well. Go to Image, Mode, Grayscale, hit Command L, bring your histogram up, and adjust your blacks, your mids, and your whites, and you can effectively get something that sort of looks like this. So remember, your street photography needs to be contrasty. Your blacks need to be punchy and black. Your whites need to be really white and beautiful. Don't have something that's really muddy. Okay, don't have a muddy black and white shot. And then once you're done, you just save it and you're good to go.